Welcome to the Experience Annexed podcast, episode number 7. The title of this episode is My Beginner's Guide to E-Products Development. This episode is for newbies, that is beginners, that are trying to find their way into the digital world. Beginners and advanced beginners. If you have not made up to $10,000 per month monthly recurring revenue, you are still a beginner. So this is for you. In this podcast episode, I share with you how to create basic digital products and how you can monetize easily, even if you are a beginner. Life is full of experiences, and it's good you learn from the experience of others. I am Paul Uduk, the creator of BWC Squared, which stands for Book Writing Clinic and Book Writing Club, where I show friends like you how to convert ideas into books and other forms of intellectual properties. I'm also the creator of IBMC, Internet Business Mastery course, where I show aspiring internet entrepreneurs how to succeed at scale online. If I may add, I'm also the creator of OCNA, Online Course Creators Community, for newbies and advanced beginners on Facebook, with over 12,500 members from all over the world. Introduction. The internet is an elephant, so to speak. So how do you eat an elephant? One piece at a time. Every internet guru has his own views about how to succeed online. But like any other thing in life, there is no one perfect way. No one size fits all. Some say content is king. Some say begin with a list. Some say begin with 100% automation. Some say begin with audience. Content, list, automation, audience all matter. But what about the person that is just beginning and doesn't know his left from his right? I believe a beginner should start with a product to prove his credibility, and from there move on to build a list, that is audience, while at the same time gradually working towards automating his or her website to work on autopilot. I started with products, and the majority of the hugely successful gurus started with products. Get products and the audience will come. A caveat about starting with a product. Having said that it's better to start with a product, I believe it's appropriate to throw in this qualification by saying that at the highest levels, you can actually sell a product you have not yet developed or created to your list of followers. But as a beginner, you may not be able to employ that strategy. At its basics, its most basic, it involves telling your followers that you have a product that is coming out in, say, 90 days or 180 days time, and anyone among them that buys in advance would get 20, 30, or 50% discount. You may decide to buy, and you can then use the cash. Some may decide to buy, and you may then use the cash to develop their products. This strategy is for the already well-known brands like Peter Diamandis, Brendan Burchard, Tim Ferriss, to just mention 3. How to develop your first products. This presentation focuses on how you can develop your first product. We call it a minimum viable product. MVP. The truth is, in internet business, you don't have to wait until you have a perfect product. Just begin and continue improving along the way. If you compare cars or any product for that matter made in the 1970s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, you will notice that they keep getting better in terms of design, sleekness, and performance, to mention just three aspects. That should be your aim. Start and keep improving day in and day out. So in this presentation, the focus is entirely on digital products and not selling of physical products online, which is referred to as e-commerce. I'm assuming that you are already an expert operating in 6 dimensions as an author, trainer, speaker, coach, consultant, seminar leader, and now going for the 7th dimension, which is information marketing. Digital product is for information marketing. If you don't consider yourself an expert, don't worry too much. We'll come back to that, and the scales will fall off your eyes. Even if you are not operating in any of the dimensions yet, say you are just an employee, don't worry. This presentation will open your eyes to the possibilities ahead. The author of the book Instant Income, Janet Switzer, listed over 52 e-products one can develop in her Maverick program, which I bought some 10 years ago. But we will limit ourselves to just the simplest products, and this episode is for beginners, otherwise called newbies. Understanding or knowing which products to develop, the demand for those products, and how to position your products are beyond the scope of this presentation. Also, marketing and selling and launching your products are outside the scope of this presentation. Having covered these preliminaries, let's dive in on your product development journey. Products suitable for e-copies, that is electronic copies or digital copies. The main products that you can easily convert to e-format or digital format are books, music, courses, speeches, and research findings. Thus, to succeed faster than others, focus on the products that we call how-to products. How-to products. We'll come to that. The top 7 most lucrative how-to products areas in the expert industry. According to Brendan Burchard, the author of the book The Expert Messenger, the 7 most lucrative how-to product broad areas are: 1. Motivation advice, leadership advice, financial advice, business advice, marketing advice, relationship advice, and spiritual advice. For each of the broad areas, you have to niche down to the sub and micro niches to succeed at scale. E-product formats. The main formats are PDF, EPUB, MOBI, audio, that is MP3, and video, MP4. So the various product formats in detail, let's dive in. Let's not just mention them, let's dive in at one time, slightly in more detail. Let's talk about PDF, which stands for portable document format, PDF. It was invented by Adobe. One of the easiest ways to join the online business as an expert is to start with a training course, workshop, seminar, or a book. Your book in particular can and will open doors, especially if you can write a New York Times bestseller. For a beginner, that might be far-fetched. So let's just begin with a good book, a well thought out course worth listening to or worth reading. Having done your book or your course, this applies to webinars also and workshops. You save in Word or PowerPoint and convert it to PDF, portable document format. So this is it's a special format, as I mentioned, developed by Adobe and can be bought online, or better still, buy the CD if you are in somewhere out of the main city and install in your laptop. Once converted to PDF, no one can amend, tinker with your products, and you can upload it to your website and start selling. Sounds so simple. Yes, technology simplifies things. Anybody with a laptop or a smartphone can buy your product and start enjoying it right away. The most new generation laptops and smartphones have PDF reader pre-installed, or you can simply download an app that enables you read the PDF document. So it's as simple as that. EPUB. EPUB stands for e-publication. It's a short form for electronic publication, and it's an ebook file format that the majority of devices, including iPad, Android, smartphones, and tablets, computers, or e-readers use. To convert your book to EPUB requires a special software, which an average, maybe business center, can help you achieve. If you cannot get a business center near you to convert your book to EPUB, you can do it online through a company by the name Alzone. Alzone. Mobi. Mobi is a special or is especially peculiar or is peculiar to Amazon Kindle, as that is the only format that Kindle uses. Starting in 2011, some analysts projected that within 5 years there would be 53 million Kindles worldwide. So if you want one of the Kindle users to buy your book, you have no choice but to have it in Mobi format. But there is good news. Amazon does not require you to convert your book into Mobi before uploading to Amazon. You can upload your book on Amazon or to Amazon in Word format, and Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, will automatically convert it to Mobi for you. That is the good news. MP3 and MP4. Just a few years ago, we were using what was then known as CD, compact disc, before the MP format, which is an audio coding format for digital audio, was introduced. The MP3 or MP3 format can store enormous amounts of sound, so you don't need hundreds of CDs as before. Your finished work can be converted to MP3 very easily to be listened to using digital devices, including smartphones, iPads, and laptops. Don't worry about how to do this, as an average sound or video editor would handle the technical aspects and help you upload your products to Stitcher, SoundCloud, or CD Baby. We still come to that. Editing is not very expensive and goes for as low as $5 for 1 hour episode, depending on the editor. And the fee keeps coming down as more and more people more people master the art of video editing. Videos, again, MP4. Videos are what make the internet tick. Video engages more than any other medium. So it's a must you learn how to do videos. And the good news is that it's not as complex and technical as you may imagine. You don't even need any technical skills. Direct to camera video is the one you make with an ordinary camera or camcorder. Camera comes highly recommended compared to camcorder, not only because cameras are generally smaller in size and cheaper, but because they develop less heat compared to camcorders. Initially, you may have to rent the camera, but with time, you may decide to acquire your own. The most popular camera type is Canon. That's the one I use. But you can also make videos with your smartphone. However, there's a slight drawback, as you may not be able to edit or get audio or MP3 out of your smartphone. So having a camera has advantages. The other types of videos is the one you make with a software. For instance, for Windows computer, you use a software like Camtasia, ScreenPal, or Loom. And for Apple computers, you use what is called ScreenFlow. You have to pre-install the software or app in your laptop and begin with. Let's focus on Windows computer, since that is the one I use and about 80% of the people use Windows computers. All right, like the HP computer is very, very popular. Of course, we also have the Dell. Having installed the app in your computer, the other processes are pretty straightforward. You first prepare your presentation in PowerPoint. When your slides are ready, you just switch on the app. Once the app is on, you start speaking. And as you finish with one slide, you move to the next one until your presentation is over. Once your presentation is over or is done, you save what you have done for editing, and voila, your video is ready. And you can upload to your website, YouTube, or Vimeo. Editing is a specialty area, and it's important you handle it professionally by engaging video editors if you are not the technical type. For short videos, you can handle by yourself by using apps like InShot, CapCut, and for sophisticated videos, you can use Adobe Premiere, and Adobe Premiere will definitely help. There is yet a third way of producing videos. This is different from the one from an app we just described. In this case, there are actually companies that specialize in helping you make videos by providing you with their prepared templates. One of the companies that I know, which I use, is a company called Animoto. What you do is you sign on to Animoto, and they give you the architecture to do a video complete with background music. You simply register with the company, and once you are logged in, you just follow the straightforward instructions for preparing a video, and within minutes you have a professionally prepared video ready to share to your audience. And Animoto has the free version. I've been using the free version for many years before I converted to the paid version, because the paid version can allows you to do longer videos. Just for emphasis, just once again, Animoto has free and paid versions, and of the service. The paid version starts at about $96 per year. You don't need any skills to do a video with Animoto. The website provides all the needed headings, such as description of video, which you fill in and upload your pictures, the pictures you have, and provide description of your video, and your video is ready. In the free and lower end versions, the company's logo and the motto will appear on your video. But in the premium versions, nothing appears. So it's like, so one would know you didn't use, no one would know you used an emoto. For the high-end versions, you can even customize by adding your name or company's name or logo on your video. For the brief version, you'll be provided with a maximum of 6 placeholders for just maybe a minute or 2 minutes video and no more. If you want longer videos, then you have to go for the paid versions. Sites for uploading your e-products. Having made or created your products, the next thing to do is to launch. You can launch your product through a combination of channels, including your website, WhatsApp, or directly to your list through an email marketing platform like MailChimp, Graphy, Kajabi, Ontraport, Podia, and others. Third-party websites like YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia. If your product is MP4, that is video, that's what you use. If MP3, that is audio, for podcast hosting platforms, you can use Buzzsprout, Blueberry, Podbean, Libsyn, and Simplecast. And if you are a music lover, you can use SoundCloud or CD Baby or both. From the hosting platforms, you get your podcast on podcast directories like Overcast, Pandora, Stitcher, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, formerly iTunes. So in conclusion, as they say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. Internet or online expert business sounds or appears hard when you have no one to guide or show you the way. The fastest way to cut your learning curve is to get a coach, and you'll be up and running in no time. In our Expert Empire program, we guide you through how to develop e-products. We also guide you in our book writing clinic. We also guide you in our Internet Business Mastery course, IBMC. This will be the end of this episode on e-products. Stay focused. Learn how to create and market basic digital products, and you will be on your way to financial freedom. Until the next episode, stay safe.